My name is Carly, and welcome to The Rebel Plate, where we play with our food by experimenting, trying new recipes, and reviewing new foods. And by we, I mean me and this vampire. I realized today that vampires are like my favorite monsters because they like to eat. And yeah, somebody out there is gonna say, but what about zombies? What about zombies? They have a virus that makes them slow and hungry? Welcome to the club. I got viruses, I'm slow and hungry. But do they eat while being super suave? No, vampires do. So anyway, I'm really excited about what we're going to talk about today, which is super easy and colorful Halloween meals. And before we go any further, I want to clarify meals. We're not doing a full Halloween spread, but we are going to do boards, plates, and some nudes. We want to keep it easy, but we want to keep it fun because we're here to play with our food. So for anyone out there who wants to tell me a board or a plate isn't a meal, has never been to a buffet. It's literally a personal buffet. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Come on, they're fantastic. You're getting very hungry. Because we want to keep it simple, easy, most of what I'm going to show you to make these boards is going to be available at your grocery store year-round. But some things are specialty, some things are seasonal, and some things are very specific items that you won't be able to find outside of the Halloween season. But nevertheless, all of these are going to be easy and all of these are going to be really simple to do. And what I think is the most fun part about this is that most of the things are naturally colored. I think I only use food coloring in one of these, so it's mostly going to be lots of vegetables, lots of plants. Some are weird, some are a little freaky, with all kinds of interesting cheeses thrown in. But also, feel free to put meat anywhere you want. Sliced meats, anything looking really weird or fleshy, that's going to be great around the Halloween season. It's just for my money, cheese is my meat. Help me, they're after me. The cheese is going to eat me. Cheese and I are one. Here are some of my secret weapons, or rather the things that I'm most excited about putting on my Halloween table. Freaky fruits. It's not freaky, there's nothing wrong with it, it's amazing. Black sesame rice crackers. Black sesame seeds, forbidden rice, and forbidden rice ramen, because it's so black. Bloody beets. You mix these with anything, it'll make it hot pink. First, we're gonna make an orange plate. You could also make this a board, a platter, whatever you feel like. But I got this plate, oh, with some cat hair, that's cute. It was $2 at Target. I'm sure at a party store you can get one even cheaper. And we're just gonna feel it as we go, how to place everything. So we have some orange cherry tomatoes. We'll place our vegan buffalo dip. Carrots. So here are some tortillas I found at Sprouts. You could definitely make chips with these if you'd like, or you can buy some. I've seen them orange and black, use the orange ones. We're just going to use these fall leaf chips from Trader Joe's. Yeah. These aren't totally orange, but that's okay. It's still gonna be super cute. All the colors mixed together still make orange. And then we have a little orange board or plate. Now, if we want this to be bigger and more colorful, so now we have a bigger plate. We'll do a black and orange board. We'll start again with some tomatoes. Of course, some cat hair, because of course we are. Way to embarrass me, cats. We're gonna fill this with some queso. We'll add some black olives, of course. We'll add some cheese, and of course we got our trusty old orange block of cheddar that's been used for other things. But if you'd like to Add some variety to your cheese board, which is, you know, never necessary. All cheese is the best cheese. There are some bright orange cheeses. This is mimolette. It has a weird little rind. So if you want to get extra creepy with it, you know, you can do that. You can break it apart, cut it up, have a little knife there for people to serve themselves. And then there's also a red Leicester cheese. I've seen it at any grocery store with a large cheese section. Trader Joe's, you know, the Kroger's I've seen it at. And this is also very orange. If you know of any other really orange cheese that, or have a favorite orange cheese that you like to use, definitely let me know, put it in the comments, because I want to try it. Okay, so now we're gonna add our chips and our dipping crackers. So let's add some black potato chips and some blue corn chips. And the blue corn chips are very, very easy to find. You can find them year-round. Most grocery stores, many brands have them. And there you go. You can also put some black sesame seeds on top of the queso, just because you can. What are those? Insect eggs? Or seeds? Who knows? Trick or treat. Trick or treat. If you'd like to easily add a little bit more to this, take some food coloring and color the queso. Ooh, you could even leave it weird and swirly. Ooh. Or you can go ahead and mix it in. I will say, so this is like a natural, more like natural, non-artificial green food coloring, but let me tell you, this neon green, which you can get at Kroger stores, that works really well. You're gonna get a slime color from that. That's great. You might need more than one bottle, but this is how green it gets. Ooh, gross and creepy. So now let's make a kid's plate, a green and black themed kid's plate. But first we have to make these eyeballs. Okay, we're gonna take just a couple pimento filled olives. I got a thin slice, I think. You want to dry these off and dry your mozzarella balls off. Just slap that guy on there. Eyeballs. Eee, I see you. So let's start with something green. A green sauce, of course, so we can have a little slime action, or you could color your queso with green food coloring. Some vegetables. Maybe these are alien fingers. You know, I don't know. Then we'll add some eyeballs that we just made. If you have vegan, if you need to be dairy free, and you can just use any kind of cream cheese, roll them into balls and chill them. Any kind of vegan cheese that you think might work for this. Okay, eyeballs, Denzel. Let's try this green cheese. I got this from Aldi. It's a sage cheddar, I think. Let's do some blue corn chips. Those in the middle here. And of course you can add green apples. I'm gonna throw some berries on here. These are blue potatoes. They actually look gray inside once they're cooked. Mmm. Look how purple that is. Technically these are blue potatoes. Look at that contrast. Okay. And that's it. Weird, creepy, green and black and blue and purple little plate. Dark and spooky. My husband wants me to call this boudite instead of crudite, but I'm going to pass on that. So just a dark and spooky board. We're going to start with some purple kale, then some moondrop grapes. These are very dark and long and weird and chubby. But there's a big bunch, so we're going to make that the centerpiece. We're going to decide what's going to go around this. What is everything going to orbit around? So we're putting down some blue cheese, which is going to go with any of the sweet fruits, I should say. And blue cheese is kind of weird. It has holes and blueness, and so it absolutely belongs on this board. And then a cranberry cheese. And you're going to play around with, when you're making a board, you're going to play around with all kinds of stuff in different ways. Don't take anything too seriously. And then we have some purple sweet potato hummus that I made. You can search the internet for a recipe. And I used a red cabbage as a little bowl. There. You can just use outer cabbage leaves. And then we have a pomegranate serving spoon. And this is a prickly pear. The fruit kind of tastes like salty bananas. But I'm just adding all kinds of weird stuff to the board to make it interesting, mysterious. And there's some blood oranges. Look at that one that's super speckled. That's orange with the black and red. And then some purple cauliflower. Nope, don't want that there. And then some wine-soaked cheese that I found. So I cut it into cubes. So you have all kinds of color showing. That contrast with the white looks really interesting. It's going to bring out that purple. And then some black sesame rice crackers. And I've kind of split this board into like a vegetarian side and, or excuse me, a vegan side and a vegetarian side. And then here's some more black sesame crackers. This is a different brand. Lots of different nuts and seeds in there. And then this is a dark rye bread. You can use marbled rye. You can use dark wheat bread. Anything that's really dark, you know, you can use pumpernickel. I mean, you can use any bread you want, but, you know, if you want dark bread, those are the kinds that are, you know, usually available. And then I cut some red pears. I had trouble figuring out where to put these. We're gonna try here. Looks a little weird. Take a bite of that. Why not? And then if you want more kale, you can just put kale in, you know, wherever you want willy-nilly, especially afterwards. So you know where you need to like, or want to fill space. So I put the kale down to make it like a little bowl for the pomegranate arls. I do not know how to say that. I could be saying that very wrong. It's one of those words that I've only read. But I wanted to make a little pile. And then if you're serving to multiple people and this giant board is not just for you, it's going to be easier for them to take what they need. Gonna balance that out. Play with this pear some more. Here's the rest of the prickly pear. It's diced up. Just another interesting thing to throw on there. Is it a trick or is it a treat? And then we'll put some dark berries on there too. In addition to the grapes. Blackberries, blueberries. I like that blueberries have like a dusty, kind of like the grapes, like a dusty color to them. Some purple cauliflower. Just tucking that in where there's space. Here comes the wine cheese. And all this was still really awkward. It's not my best board. And then we'll dig into the cheese a little bit to break it up to make it servable, but also we're filling up space on the board. And leaving that utensil in there for serving. More berries. Break the blue cheese up. It was a little precarious. A little more crumbly than I anticipated. And that's it. All those different dark foods. Ooh, I love it. And last but certainly not least, let's make some ramen of the dead. Okay, I think this is the easiest, funnest Halloween meal. We're gonna take soup, an orange soup. So here's a vegan one. I'm gonna serve this to my husband. I don't know what it's like. I just know that it's orange. Certainly you can make your own. And then I'm going to serve myself this tomato bisque. Looks so orange. I love it. Making your own soups is really, really easy when you use something starchy like this. Butternut, squash, pumpkin. You can even use canned pumpkin, broth, seasonings. Super easy. But we're just going to heat these in the microwave. Ooh. Then add some black rice noodles. Oh my gosh. You can add all kinds of things to this. I'm gonna add little cheese skulls to mine. Some black worms, some witch hair. I mean, you can get real weird with this. And then for the butternut squash, you can add nutmeg, maybe some pumpkin spice, which is what I'm gonna do here. Also, maybe some cinnamon. However you feel. Oh, face first. I'm gonna add some black sesame seeds over here. Just cause. For fun. Look at those. Beautiful. And it was so easy to make it for 2 different diets. So this one's vegan and this one is actually vegetarian. But you can use chicken stock however you want. Love it. Well, of course, my phone ran out of memory before I finished recording this video. But I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any favorite Halloween recipes that you like to make and you like to celebrate with, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to try them. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this video and come back. Oh, is that Oreo? Might be. Please come back again if you'd like to see more experiments, reviews, and recipes. Bye! No, I am not dressed as the bride of Frankenstein, but she's cute though, huh? I love my grays. Maybe next year. Maybe she'll be like full-blown white. Yeah. Get a beehive. Ooh, do I drink blood? Are there foods I eat that are bloody? No. Blood sausage? Chorizo? Maybe. See, this is what happens when you try to play with your food. Oh, cheese. Everywhere. Is that my own hair? No. It's fuzz from a towel.